Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to TerickTime. I have been a very busy boy because, well, I've been having a very busy IRL month of May. But I did some of the boring, grindy things. But first things first, in the introduction for this episode, I built a super smelter because I am so fed up with having to build or to smelt things, 2 stacks at a time in 2 little wee furnaces with buckets of lava, and then having to go get more buckets of lava from the depths or the nether. And I just want something that's automatic. I really do. So I built this. We have oodles of bamboo coming through. We have a whole bunch of, well, sorry, not a whole bunch, but we have 16 furnaces, which works very nicely. 16 furnaces is just a great number. Like, I don't need really anything bigger than that. I could lift this chest up here a little bit to get rid of some hoppers, but but we've been filling this up with bamboo planks. And if I can get my butt up here, I've got a whole bunch of overflow, which has been starting to fill up, which is fantastic. The problem I have now, if I can remember how to get up here, like, it's not even that noodly, and it's still noodles. It's ridiculous. But yeah, my current problem is that's all the bone meal I've got. That's it. That's it. That's all. So yeah, I think it's gonna be time. That's awkward. I'm sorry. Yes, I use light matica when building redstone because redstone and my poor little brain, they just hurt each other. It's fabulous. But yeah, I need more bone meal, so I need another module of mossification to bone meal funness, happiness that I'm going to build into the mountain. So while I do that, why don't you ponder on what that might be? Welcome back. 2 seconds for you and a couple of hours for me. Not for the build, but for all of the other things. Well, I went and got some lunch because lunch. But also, I have been AFKing for a couple of hours to kind of start getting some bone meal action going here. So I'm hoping we have a decent amount up here. Nope, not a decent amount. What do we have? Okay, so we filled up 4 droppers and like 7 hoppers and, well, a smidge. Definitely not nearly enough. I'm gonna have to, I think, AFK overnight to get this filled up, and, well, fill up bone meal during the afternoon, and then I'm gonna have to probably do some AFKing because I would like to get these barrels a little bit full up. That would be nice. Yeah, we're not there yet, but we're on our way. We're going to get a nice little stockpile of bamboo planks all built up, and then give me like a month to come up with something to cover that up with, because it's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna be an interesting one. Anywho, I'd like to turn my attention back to this thing. First of all, I would like to criticize. I dug the hole and didn't need all of this space because the schematic is. If you recognize the farm, you know who it is, and poof. Make your schematics a little bit toiter. So anyway, oh yeah, I did this. I think this loads this regardless of whether or not I'm here, so I'm trying it because, well, I could use the bone meal. Now, building moss production, so I need to come up with a little bit of a palette. I did use terracotta as a start because I kind of think about using terracotta, maybe kind of sorta. This is no gradient build. I'm gonna try something different. I've done gradient building. It gets boring, okay, but let me go grab some blocks and, well, a whole bunch of blocks probably, and hopefully we can kind of start coming up with some type of design. I've got a shape for the floor. and that's it. So yeah, this could be interesting. Okay. Since I have to go get some blocks, small detour while I go do that, I've been experimenting with some terraforming kind of ideas, and I've kind of come up with this. I'm not 100% sold. I'm sorry, I'm not. But I do really like the direction it's going. It's utilizing a lot of these new fancy blocks. So the leaves, the dried grass, the sapling, very similar to a dark oak sapling, only grows if you plant forward. The firefly bushes, but then really playing with the ground and insetting things I wouldn't normally put in. Like normally I wouldn't put the leaves in the ground, but I've seen it done quite a bit, and I do like where this has kind of gone. So I did make a little small tree, just some simple dark oak fences, pale leaves, pale vines, resin. I'm big on the resin right now. It's very nice. Where's my bed? And I've been toying with a palette for a larger tree, but now I don't know if I want a larger tree. I don't know if I just want little bushy trees. I don't know. So the big tree, I probably am gonna do it, but I'm probably gonna do it a little bit of a further away application potentially. But yeah, hopefully the Terrick who's actually working right now has gotten the blocks together, so we can start messing around with a build. If it didn't look like that, I'm seriously tempted to wait for the happy ghast. I just want a happy ghast. It was just so much easier to freehand stuff like this. Like, I'm gonna go. Okay, I won't wait. I promise. I'm gonna go get my butt back up on scaffolding. Because scaffolding's just the best. Okay, so not here's the earth, but if you know, you know. A few things have happened. I went a little nuts. The world broke. I saved it. And then I did a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm sorry, I should have recorded more, but here we are. So let's just move on with the fanciness that I have been able to create, and we can stop looking at my face. Not that it's a bad face. It's just we're not here for my face. First of all, ooh, secondly, oh my goodness gracious. Yes, I know. Organized chaos. I know, it's fine. So we'll get there. I'm just gonna pause if you wish to look. But we'll get there in a second. So I have been experimenting with a whole bunch of the new fluffy stuff for terraforming, and I love it so much. The grasses, the flowers, the dried leaves, the bushes, the just It's so pretty. So I do need to do a feature whatchamahoozle here, and I don't think I want to do a tree because my trees are kind of different this time around, which I still haven't done that one either. But yeah, that's the thing. Maybe a statue? I do like my statues, but I don't know what a statue of what yet. So if you have any ideas, maybe throw it down in the comments down below on things that I could design as a statue. I would love some suggestions here. But moving on. So I have greatly expanded our kind of roadways, so to speak. Went down there, built a little bit of a wall. This is evolved. We'll get there in a second. We're just ignore that monstrosity right now. So yes, lots of things have happened. I kind of wish I had free cam right now, but I don't, so we're gonna be doing this. Okay, so we have fancy windows. I decided that the diorite by itself was just a bit much. It's not a mad block, it's just a very busy block, so I used the calcite to kind of bring some calm to the section. So blackstone and mangrovey roofs, a little bit more bringing the diorite up in, and then transitioning into like an old-timey kind of factory style roof. I used the chiseled copper in behind the iron bars to give it a little bit of a different look. And then I was experimenting with flat but not looking flat, and the things in the doohickeys. So with the nether brick being kind of the defining trim, I used the trapdoors to kind of give this a little bit of a kind of almost to make it look like it's inset, but it's not inset. Like that's all flat. The trapdoors are actually in front of everything. But from over here, I'm not usually one that's like, I don't want to, if I have to look at it from a distance, I don't want it kind of thing, because I want to be able to get up and close and personal. But like, I feel like I still can get up close and personal, because the way the trap doors kind of give that little bit of shadowing, it kind of makes it like there's a little bit of a, I don't know. Anyhow, it's fun and fancy. Maybe give it a whirl. Added a little bit more detail to it kind of started getting cathedral-esque, but I'm still here for it. I still like it. It's got a little bit of a cathedral-esque kind of shape to it here, but then we modernize it by shooting out of the top with the cyan, the resin, the resiny bits on the cyan terracotta. It's quite nice, and I like the fact that this is not like heavily gradiented or textured, and it's kind of, it goes against the rules of building. Ooh. There's darkness above lightness. It's like whatever. That's fingers on the wrong keys. The theory I have behind it is this resin circly bit is casting shadow onto the cyan bit, and then the light starts to kind of come back down here. So, and I think it kind of works. Outside of that, lots of just maintenance. Like sheep are over here, and then the cows were set free into my tummy, except for I've got one that wants to be a sheep, and we're just letting it happen. Yeah, that it was a thing. But playing with lots of different ideas and different blocks, it's really been nice for me to just kind of experiment and try different things, using the hoopers and the fence gate to kind of hold up these garden boxes with the cactus flowers. I'm going to need a cactus flower farm because those things are gorgeous, and I'm going to need lots of them. Let's see, what else did we do on the inside? We have the Rayworks, I don't know. Anyhow, we've got a Rayworks thing here for the bone meal and the mossy moss. It worked fine and dandy, but it wasn't enough bone meal, so I made a second one. It still wasn't enough bone meal, so then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have to do things differently. Also, yes, a pot with an azalea with some moss and the resiny bits on top for some different looking bushes. I've just kind of scattered them around for now. I want to do more detail in here, but I haven't really kind of figured out what I want to do. That's an item sorter, so I need to kind of make that look a little bit better. This is literally because I needed the water source for that farm. So it works. It works. So we've got a few things going on here. So in the back here, we now have the Il Mango bone meal farm. Just Google Il Mango 26K bone meal farm. You'll find it. It's very nice. It creates a lot of bone meal. My only gripe with it is it breaks, and it's very infuriating if you leave it on and you're not here. So we're just gonna step back into the canoodles of the chaos. I've done the thing where you put an ender pearl in the watery bubbly thing, and it's supposed to keep chunks loaded. It keeps chunks loaded, but it still breaks. So I don't know. But if anybody's got like a fabulous way of fixing this, because it does that. Oh, like I haven't even left. I just went to my storage room and it broke. No, I won't. I know. Don't be dramatic. Just go fix it. It's fine. I need to turn it off. But like, it's broken so much that I'm literally just keeping a stockpile of lava and lava generation here because it breaks that much. It's that annoying. It really, really is. Please, somebody show me how to fix it. Somebody tell me how to fix this. Other than, like, do I need like a portal loader, or is like what am I doing here? All right, for goodness sakes, what a mess. What a mess. Be fixed. Oh, there's more cobble. Oh, there's more cobble. Oh, there's more cobble. Okay. Ow. I'm getting squished. Okay. It's a passive cobble farm. I get passive amounts of cobble. It's fine. It's not fine. Somebody please help me. Okay. Now that I'm completely convinced that this is not loading chunks in any way, shape, or form, or maybe is it because I went to like my mining desert to get some terracotta? Is that a thing? Like if I go, 10,000 blocks away, is that gonna break it? I thought that was the point of this thing. Can somebody smarter let me know, please? But anywho, moving on. Back entrance to the noodles in case I am coming up this way. Still don't know what I'm doing here, but things are cooking. But the inspiration struck with this monstrosity. And when I say monstrosity, I literally mean monstrosity. Like this thing is just such an eyesore, but this is how my brain works. And some of you want to know how my brain works, and I don't know why you would ever want that, but this is how. This is a whole bunch of nonsense, and it's an idea. So anywho, we got to a position now. Where's my little way up? Here we go. We got to a position now where all of our barrels in the back here are now full of bamboo planks, so we can smelt a lot of stuff right now without having to worry about fuel. Now the only thing I'm kind of waiting to fill up is we've got overflow planks, overflow planks, overflow planks, overflow planks. Like we've got a lot. We Gucci. We very Gucci. We've got 3 double chests of backup there, so that's phenomenal. And then this is going strong. So how now I have to. I built this and I forget how it works already. Anyhow, right. So this is there's a smarter way to do this with a lectern, I think. Probably a crafter too. I don't know, but this is the way my brain knows how to do it. So this has got stuff in it. This signal, or these 5 stacks, make the signal stronger than this, which shuts this off. So that stops logs from being made, which just automatically stops the production of planks because that's all turned off now. And then all we're kind of waiting for now is just for the bone meal to fill up, and then I can switch it over to bone blocks for a bit, and then we can just turn it off. Get out of there. You were not supposed to be in there. I don't even know how that happens. Anywho, it's fine. My redstone is flawless. I have no idea what you're talking about. Just stay out of my pockets, please. Yeah, basically, long story short, this works. I have a general idea of what I would like to do for a build on this, but I don't, like, I know the shape. I know the shapes I want to go for. That's it. And like it needs to percolate a little bit more in the brain. So I'm gonna let this continue to fill up with bone meal. Let stuff continue to oxidize. Ooh, you can see little bits of bone meal flowing in. That's a good sign. Means something's not broken right now. Anywho, yeah. This has been a handful for me between, well, my world broke for a little bit there, and I had to do some culling of chunks and whatnot to be able to kind of get it saved. So yeah, that was the thing. So we have a bunch of new-ish chunks. Unfortunately, that also means that actually there is no unfortunately. It's just kind of nice. It's just kind of nice. Stuff is reset. So yeah, I am very happy with how this has turned out so far. Well, so far, I have had a silly amount of time to work on this. It's just been silly. But with this gorgeous build, and I'm just gonna toss some shaders on for you. Purdy. Get rid of the UI. Yeah, it's purdy. Everything's purdy. So, yeah. I have spent way too much time on this. My apologies. I owe you an episode. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. But yeah, until next time, folks, thank you so very much for sharing your time with me. I apologize for the delay. But yeah, better late than never, right? Right. So, until next time, folks, thank you so very much for sharing your time with me. It is, as always, greatly appreciated. Time is our most precious commodity, and I greatly appreciate you being willing to share it with me. It truly does mean a lot. Each and every one of you. Thank you so very much. So until next time, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.